Hey guys, what's up? It's your favorite girl here, Bex21, and I'm back at it with another video here on my health channel. I hope everybody is having a wonderful, marvelous day today, okay? I just want to say that. Sending you good vibes, blessings, and all of that good shit. And abundance and wealth, okay? I'm wishing that over your life. You just have to believe that's who you are, that you're abundant and wealthy, okay? Because you are, baby, and it'll follow. Anyway, so today we are going to make my favorite raw meal, raw vegan meal. This is a meal that you can trick people with. This is a meal that you can, you know, give to anybody, make anybody do. Like, your kids wouldn't know, your man wouldn't know. Like, I'm gonna give you guys some options. So I'm going to make it my raw vegan way, but you can also make it a different way. And I'm also considering meal pairing here. So the way that I'm making this is very particular. So we're only keeping it 4 ingredients. There's a reason why we're keeping it 4 ingredients. I will be dropping a PDF very soon, within the next couple weeks, about proper food pairing, meal pairing, how to lose weight, and all of this, because I've really cracked the code. So we're gonna go ahead and get into it. I'm gonna show you guys the ingredients you guys are gonna need and all that. It's very simple, very quick. Honestly, this meal is perfect for right now in quarantine, especially parents who have kids that are doing online learning, or if you're a college student doing online learning, or you want to have an affordable meal. As far as like affordable vegan meal, this will definitely go ahead and hit all those cues. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so as far as ingredients, it's a very simple list, okay? There's not much that you need. The most thing that you really need is your seasoning, okay? Sorry, my nose itches so bad today. I went into Trader Joe's and got their walnuts, whole walnuts, any kind, it doesn't really matter. I definitely recommend Trader Joe's for vegans, or for people trying to eat healthy or plant-based, or if you're on a budget, because honestly you get a lot of bang at it for your buck at Trader Joe's. You're also gonna need some yellow onion, okay? I definitely recommend limes, it's definitely needed. You're gonna need some cilantro, but I already have some pre-chopped up here, and I'll then also chopped up some onion for me, which you're definitely gonna need. And then we have some red leaf lettuce. Now I definitely recommend the red leaf lettuce, no starch vegetable, very low carb. These type of things really help you lose weight, is incorporating certain things. I'm gonna make my tacos taqueria style, so I don't know if you guys been to the taqueria or taqueria, whatever, however you will say it, bitch, okay? Don't know what I'm talking about. You know, usually it's just onion, cilantro, and lime. That's what you do. And so when you keep it at onion, cilantro, lime, it's really affordable, and the flavor is there. I don't really like onion like that, baby, but when you mix it like this, you don't even know. What you're gonna do is gonna take your walnuts and soak them. I recommend at least soaking them for 4 hours minimum, but of course it's better to soak these overnight, or to, you know, at least 8 hours soak. But you could get away with 4 hours of soaking these. So while your kids are online learning, or right when you get up, you can go ahead and soak these in some water. Now you can choose to season your water, or you can wait to season it. It really doesn't matter, okay? Same thing, same concept. We're gonna go ahead and strain this out, and I'm gonna put it in my blender. I don't have a food processor. Typically you would use a food processor, but I'm all about using what you have, baby. So use what you have. If you have a food processor, definitely put in the food processor. If you don't, let's put in the blender. So I'm gonna strain these out, and as you can see, they're pretty soft. They're soft, like you can see that they're softening. You don't want these too hard, because last time I had them, I only let them soak for 4 hours, and my gums, it kind of hurt a little, like, you know, so you want to make sure that it's definitely blended down, because you don't want to mess up your mouth. Your mouth's very important. Now I must say, you need a high-powered blender. This is the Ninja blender. You're definitely going to need a high-powered blender. That's the bottom piece right there. Something, if you don't have a food processor. Now you can go to Big Lots, get a food processor, $30. They have some cheap ones on Amazon. If you're going to be cooking raw vegan, or plan on doing that, or trying to cook like low budget like I'm doing, I definitely would recommend you get one. I know I don't have one, but I definitely recommend you should get one. I'm gonna just pour the walnuts in there, and we're gonna head over to the blender. So as you guys can see, the walnuts are in here. I'm gonna go ahead and put the top on. This blender will also be down below in the description box for those of you who are interested in purchasing, so I'll have an affiliate link down below. I'm gonna use this little stick to blend, because it'll be a lot easier for me. Just pressing on, okay, and I'm gonna click blend, and then it asks you what you want, but you want to pulse it. So we're gonna pulse this a couple of times to get it right. So now I have to stop and move it around. If you don't do this step and check it out and move it around, you can end up with walnut butter, okay? It's very easy for that to happen and you're gonna be pissed, okay? Do not over blend this. I recommend you get some sort of spatula like this and just kind of toss everything around. And you also want to work like little at a time. Like how much I put in here, that's like the max I would want to work with. Because if you work with any more, then it's be harder to blend while it's in the blender. But if you have a food processor, go for it. But you want to pulse this. You don't want to do anything else besides a pulse. Now we're going to do it again. So this is a process that can take up to 3-4 times for you to do due to the blender. And that's why they say food processor is better. But again, use what you have, okay? So we're ready to go. I'm gonna take this out and put it in a container. Okay, so now all the meat is in this container here. And as you see, it kind of looks like ground turkey. This is what I mean. You can fool people with this by making it kind of meaty. So now we're gonna go ahead and season it. I'm gonna add some fresh cracked black pepper. Now I'm going to add a little bit of this seasoning. This is called brown seasoning. I buy this from Stater Brothers. This is brown seasoning. I'm gonna go ahead and add like 1/4 cup. Actually, I'm gonna add a little more. So about 1/2 cup of the lid, I guess. Not a cup, but a lid. I'm gonna add just a dash of liquid smoke, baby, okay? This is where you get your meaty flavor, but you don't wanna put too much of this because it's gonna taste like barbecue. That's not what you're going for. So like literally a little. Like that. There you go. I'm gonna go ahead and add some salt. This is pink Himalayan salt that I'm adding. Now I don't do measurements, okay? I just fill from the soul. I'm gonna add some poultry seasoning to this. Again, we gotta get it a little meaty. I'm gonna add some oregano leaves to this. You can add just taco seasoning, call it a day, if you like. I'm gonna add some garlic powder, because that's my business. I'm gonna add a little bit of cilantro leaves to the meat. I love cilantro, so that one's kind of OD. You really don't have to do that, but I do it. I'm gonna add a little bit of cumin for flavor profile. Again, you don't want to make raw food taste nasty. This is not what we're doing here. If you're about that, I'm not the channel for you, baby. I'm gonna take some paprika. I don't have any onion seasoning, unfortunately, but I'm gonna put fresh onion on it, so it's okay. And then I'm gonna add a little bit of chili powder on top of the paprika. Again, because that's my business. And now we're just gonna go ahead and mix this up. Make sure all the seasonings are cohesive with each other. Mixed in, make sure you get the bottom of this. So you'll be able to tell if it's seasoned or not. You see how that piece isn't seasoned? You gotta stir that in, baby. You can also dice up and add mushroom to this. Mushroom tends to add a little meaty flavor sometimes, depending on which one you add, like an oyster mushroom. So you totally can add just small pieces of oyster mushroom just to give a little bit more flavor. So now one of the most important parts, baby, is tasting your food. Okay, you have to taste your food before you serve it. Okay, I don't know y'all ever watch a cooking show. I love Chopped. Okay, Chopped Junior, regular Chopped. That's how I be learning a lot of my secrets that I use in my actual vegan cooking. So they give me little hints here and there, and it really helps, baby. If you don't sneeze while you're doing this, then you didn't put enough seasoning. I'm joking. That's a joke. Don't take that serious. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and taste my meat. I could tell I went a little skimp on the seasoning. So I'm just gonna add a little more of everything and then we'll be back to build the taco. Okay, so while I was gone stirring this up, I also went ahead and cut up some limes and then I strained my red leaf lettuce and kind of washed it. I'm gonna go ahead and taste the meat. It actually looks like ground, like look at that. This is what I mean, like you can really trick people with this. And you can also cook this if you want to cook it down and add more flavor to it. So it doesn't necessarily have to be a raw meal, okay? Just giving you guys ideas. Oh yeah, so it's good to go now. I didn't add any liquid smoke anymore. I added everything else besides liquid smoke. I'm gonna make sure that my red leaf lettuce is completely dry and then I'm gonna put it on my plate and I'm gonna show you guys what we're working with, okay? Okay, so here we are. I have my red leaf lettuce ready to go. My plate does look overcrowded, but I literally only have 4 tacos. So I'm gonna show you guys how I get my tacos ready. So I'm just gonna go ahead and throw my ground walnut meat in there. Tell me that don't look like actual meat. The only way you really know is by the taste. So there we go, 4 tacos. That's kind of a lot. They're a little bit much, but it's okay. So now I'm gonna take my onion, That Alden just freshly chopped. I'm gonna just throw that over. Again, we're doing this taqueria style. Onions and cilantro and lime, period. Because we're making it also cheap for you guys. Now you guys can do the most with this, have a toast, but as far as digestive and food pairing, this is a good food pairing for you guys. So not only is it good for digestion, but a food pairing meal where you don't have to know if you're eating the right things together or not. So here's the cilantro, and baby, we are putting a lot, so don't be afraid of the cilantro. So now I'm gonna go sit down. I'm gonna try this out for you guys and show you guys what it tastes like. Just a clarifier, you guys can leave your walnut meat out. I mean, I don't know about your conditions if you got roaches or not, baby, but you can leave this out and just kind of let it room temp so it kind of is warm-ish. So yeah, just a clarifier there. Okay, so I have the raw tacos here, which look delectable. I'm gonna take some lime and I'm gonna go ahead and squeeze it. Now, I don't consider lime a fourth ingredient, so I don't think there's a problem with it. Now, for you, maybe. I don't consider lime or lemon a fourth ingredient, and I think they may be fruits, I don't know, but I don't consider them on my list. They are not on there. I don't classify it. I don't know this man. If I saw this man walking down the street, I can tell you I recognize him. So we're going to put the best hot sauce. Yes, I said the best hot sauce. Texas Pete hot sauce is elite, okay? The #1 hot sauce. If you ain't had Texas Pete, I don't know where you've been in your life, but apparently you ain't been in the right places, because Texas Pete is elite. Can you say it with me? Texas Pete is elite. Texas Pete is elite, okay? And where do you get this Texas Pete at, you ask? Ralph's carries this, okay? Ralph's carries it, and Dollar Tree usually carries it as well. At least my Dollar Tree does. I don't know about you, baby, but don't be going up in my shit, buying up all my shit. Thank you, okay? Come on, y'all know how it be. I'm about to throw some hot sauce on it, period. And it is appropriate time of the day for me to be eating. It's 4:27. I could have started eating that too if I wanted to. I just want to clarify that as well. So here we are with the taco. I'm about to take a nice bite of this. Mmm. 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 Mm-hmm. Mmm. 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 Had to praise the Lord right there. This is so good. Seriously, my favorite raw vegan meal. It tastes so good. The flavors are elite. I do want to let you guys know, if you guys want to put it on tortilla, that's fine, but if you put it on tortilla, it's not raw, so it won't be raw. If you're planning raw vegan, put it on lettuce. If you don't care and you just want to eat more plant-based, put on tortilla. Cheers. I hope you guys enjoy this one. This one cost me a total of $10, okay? And I can make about 8 to 10 meals out of it. You tell me if that's a good deal or not. Cheers, bitch. See y'all later.